To your top. To your top. To your top. Bouncing, baby. Bouncing, baby.
Okay, what's up? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So who am I here with?
You're here with Deja Wallace on Instagram. Deja Wallace in real life. That's my government. I don't know why I said that. And Mind Over Matter.
Yes, the Mind Over Matter podcast host.
Yes, ma'am.
So how has that been? How's it been going? I've been watching you on social media with all your clips. How's it going so far?
It's going.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get too caught up in the social media world with it because I'm having fun in real life with this podcasting thing.
Yes, I love that. So do you feel like, have you hit that point where you're like, I have to take a break yet? Are you still loving it?
I did take a break.
Okay.
I took a 2-week break like a month ago. I took a 2-week break.
Okay.
And it's not like I feel overwhelmed. It's just like sometimes you're producing so much stuff. It's like you have to take a break to actually have stuff to even produce.
Right,
you know?
right. No, I definitely agree. I feel like too, like when you're constantly posting, I feel like the algorithm is like gets overwhelmed, and then like it doesn't show the video to your followers because you're just like. I feel like the algorithm doesn't pick up if you're posting constantly. I feel like you have to like let it rest and then come back and post.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm shadow banned for real. I'm like, it's like, is my account restricted or something? Because like this got a lot of likes, but this got 2 likes. It's not adding up. Like the algorithm is not.
It definitely. Yeah, it's not. And then also, I feel like on TikTok too, I've been feeling like that too.
Yeah.
I feel like lately everything's just been like they're either shadow banning or they're just being super selective on like who they want to push.
Yeah,
to go viral.
It's like a hit or miss on TikTok for me too. Yeah.
But I wanted to like talk about. Well, we were kind of talking about it earlier about how Wolf and how he went viral.
Oh, shout out to Wolf, Halfway Up podcast. Yeah.
Yes, I see him on the couch, you know,
talking his talk.
Yes, and I feel like that's inspiring to like.
Yes, honestly, being in that environment, period, at the WTF Media Studio, I think environment is everything.
Yeah.
That place is so inspiring to be at, and that's why I even like pay to be there.
Yeah.
Like I could do this anywhere. You could have a mic and you could do it in your room. I was doing it in my room for a while, but I'm like, I want to be in an inspiring environment, like people like minded. You know?
Yes, I love that. I love that, and also I feel like too, like your energy since the last time I seen you, like your energy has changed too.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. That's a compliment. Yes. I've worked on it. Like it's something I'm actively working at every day.
What specifically are you doing to work on yourself?
So I'm trying to not live in fear as much. I'm trying to be more confident. Our episode did help me, I'm not gonna lie, because I edit, so I rewatch a lot of the content a lot of times.
Right.
So like I listen to myself a lot, and then it makes me like really reflect. So that's why I say it's like a video journal podcast, because like you really get a lot when you hear yourself back.
Yes.
And like hearing like you talk about certain things, and you're like I'm that girl, like I'm her, like, and I've never like had that in me. Yeah. It's some like confidence is something that's learned, and I feel like I'm still learning how to build that confidence.
Yeah,
every day.
It takes time. But like for me, I'm just like a person that I'll just wake up and I'll just be like, all right, this is the person I want to be today. Like I'm always like reinventing myself. So I definitely get it. All right. So
wait, how is the energy different though?
I just feel like I do feel the confidence in you. And then also too, like your vibe, like the style and everything, the fashion, the nails, like
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And that's all a part of the process, you know.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first started, I really didn't like wear makeup or do anything like with clothing and stuff. I was just like, I just came to the camera myself. But as time went on, you've realized that your appearance does have an impact on the content and how viral it will go or not, just based on like how you look on camera, because people want to be, they want you to like, they want to see something a certain way. There's a format for everything, basically, what I'm trying to say too. You want to look presentable, you want to look cute, so I feel it. And you got your little tooth accessory going on too.
We tooth gem twinsies out here. Yeah. I usually don't wear it because like it, like you get a list.
Oh, you get a list.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
I really like try to like open up my mouth and say my words properly.
Yeah, I think I might get one too. Okay, so I'm gonna do an icebreaker with you that I did recently with like a group of people I was hanging out with. So, what are 3 things that people don't know about you?
I always start with this. This is very random. I play the flute pretty well.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long ago did you learn how to play?
6th grade. How old are you in 6th grade? Like
I think
like
like
9.
Yeah, around that age.
Like 10, around that age. Yeah. So I do that. What else? People are shocked how tall I am. I'm 5'10"ish.
You're 5'10".
Yeah. People usually shocked how tall I am.
Do you wear heels?
Hell no.
You're already tall. So
that's nah.
So now.
I'm good. Y'all could have that. I'll leave that to y'all short queens.
Yeah.
And what else? And I was raised in a daycare.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain. Like, what do you mean? How were you raised in a daycare? Like, were you always
so
there?
My mom is an entrepreneur. She's like a teacher or daycare provider, and she had a daycare before I was born. Okay. So when I was born, the daycare was already 3 years in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she had a daycare in the house. So like I grew up around a lot of kids all the time. Like I woke up to kids in my bed sometimes.
Oh my god.
And that literally just stopped in 2020.
Oh, so she's not a daycare provider
No,
anymore.
the pandemic kind of messed up everything. So
okay.
She is retired now, but she had that daycare for 26 years before I was born. So I was born in the daycare, and yeah.
So do you think that you would ever want to have a daycare?
Hell no. I don't even know if I want to have kids after experiencing what I experienced.
Tell me like one horror story of like growing up in the daycare.
Oh, I have 10,000.
What's your most memorable?
I would say the most memorable story is there was this kid. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm gonna say the name, Angel. If you're watching this and you older now, oh my god, I still want to slap the shit out of you after you did this. He climbed on top of the shed, like the garage in the backyard. It was like a big shed. I don't know how he got up there, but he was on top of the shed and he was just very active. So we were trying to get him down from the shed. We finally got him down from the shed. He's bleeding, right? On his stomach. And then he starts chasing me with his bloody stomach around, laughing. Wow. I'm like, yo, this kid is sick.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
That sounds like a horror story.
Yeah.
Gory as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was disgusting.
Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know those 3 things about you. That's lit. All right. So I want to get into like, so since you're like in entertainment and you're doing the podcast, so have you been like paying attention to like the trends on social media, like Twitter, Instagram, and all those types of platforms?
In terms of like the dances and stuff, like what?
Not the dances, more like the entertainment news. Are you in like, do you stay tapped into like entertainment news, like the Blueface and the Krishan and the Nicki Minaj and the Cardi B?
Yeah. Though, like, all right, I love Zeus. Like, I'm about to go home and I'm gonna watch Baddies as soon as I get home.
Into
and
that.
Jocelyn Cabaret, all of that. I love all that. Like, I love it. I love the ghetto stuff. I'm here for it. But when it comes to like Shade Room and stuff, I don't really follow Shade Room anymore or anything like that because I feel like it's not the information you take in matters, even if it's for a quick second. I really believe like everything is intentional, and I don't want to scroll through my feed and see negative stuff. I don't want to watch the news, because I feel like I'm so susceptible to just taking in the energies of certain things, and I don't want to be that. you know?
No, I feel you on
So
that.
I don't really pay attention to the trends. The dances is cool.
Oh, do you do the dances? I haven't
Low
seen
key,
no videos.
in my drafts. I can show you some videos.
They're in the drafts because I was like,
show...
I never seen none of the posted content of you dancing.
Yeah, I need to post more. I be doing dumb shit for real.
It's all good. But that's lit that would you say doing the dances is out of your comfort zone? Or is that something that like you're comfortable with doing?
No, I'll be posting dancing videos. Yeah. I just don't get likes on them, but I just
okay, yes.
I'll be shaking my hips and getting sturdy.
Yes, I love that. All right.
Yeah.
For me at least, like I had to like mute certain topics. So like on Twitter, like I definitely had to mute the Krishan and Blueface thing because I was like super toxic.
Yeah.
And I just like you were saying, I feel like that stuff does have like an effect on you. And if you keep like seeing it come across like your feed, I don't know, I feel like you can attract that type of energy
you can.
in your actual life.
Yes.
Like toxic relationships.
Yes.
Things like that.
Because now it's like imagery attached with a certain kind of, now that's in your imagination basically.
Yeah.
Before it wasn't, you didn't even have no idea that even existed, and then you see these two characters, you're like, yo, this actually exists, and you can actually like manifest that.
So you don't watch did you watch their show?
Yes.
Oh, you
it's
did?
my guilty pleasure. I'm sorry.
So everything on Zeus you're tapped into.
Yeah.
Okay. So
like Bad Boys Club, all of it.
For some reason, that's the only show that I've watched on there.
Oh, Bad Boys Club. Yeah. No, watch this season of Baddie East. It's crazy. Okay. Krishan is on it pregnant. That's all I have to say. Okay. With her sister.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna see what I could do. But right now I'm only subscribed to Stars. Do you have Stars?
No.
Okay. Are you like a fan of like The Power, like 50 Cent?
I did 2 seasons and then social media ruined it.
Okay.
Keep spoiling stuff. Like, shut up. Like, I didn't get to that part. Like, why you guys keep ruining it?
It's okay. So are there any shows right now, like we could tap into like TV land, like are there any shows or like movies that like you want to like recommend to people right now?
Yes. Insecure. Watch
Insecure.
That show right there.
I could see you being on Insecure, even though
really? Oh my god, really?
Yeah, like
yo, I watched Insecure like 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
And each time did you learn something new?
Yes.
What did you learn?
The first time it was purely entertainment. Yeah. Second time I learned I don't want to share it. I'm shy. But there is like certain things where I noticed like certain things trigger me in that show, and I had to like really unlearn. You know, because like the toxic thing was cool the second time I was watching it. So like I was really like triggered by certain like behaviors, her being a hoe and stuff. I'm like,
you started being a hoe, you said?
No, I didn't start. No. Issa Rae was a hoe on the show.
Okay, the character.
Not Deja. Issa was a hoe on the show. But her movements was just like, you could learn a lot from that. And I thought it was cool the way she was moving in a way.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
I got you. Oh,
you know? Yeah.
It took some takeaway points.
Yeah. But then the third time, I'm like, nah, this shit is not cool. This shit is toxic. You know, like the evolution.
Yeah. You grew.
Yeah.
You watched it. That's lit. I started watching the show. What is it called? Well, watch a lot of shows now. But on HBO, the 90 Day Fiance, like UK version. The
UK, I love UK versions.
The UK version is crazy. Like, I don't know.
Crazier than the US?
Yes, because I just feel like the accent coupled with the drama, coupled with like everything else that like people go through with like toxic relationships and long distance relationships all in one show. And then the characters are just like so absurd. Like they have this one lady, this white lady, she's dating like this man from Colombia, and he's like a rap star. And he's only like a few years younger than her actual son. I mean, older than her actual son.
Yikes.
And then she gets pregnant by him. And I'm like, girl.
Yikes.
And then since he's a rapper, he's learning English. He has one song. And it goes like, I love you, chicken. Like that. He only knows that part in English. And everything else, he raps in Spanish. It's hilarious. Like, I live for TV like that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just
90 like TLC kind of shows.
Yeah, like anything like 90 Day Fiance type vibe. I like that. Like, international dating and things like that.
I used to be into Love Island heavy.
Ooh, yeah, I never got into Love Island.
Really?
Yeah,
I got out of it because everything is like it's repeated now. Like,
I actually knew one of the guys on the show.
Really?
Timmy.
That was a U.S. one.
Yeah, the U.S. He was light skinned. He
Oh, Timmy.
Yeah, he was my.
I remember Timmy.
He was my basketball coach.
That's crazy. Yeah, he was from New York.
Yeah, and then he got it with the
dark skinned girl.
The dark skinned girl from the UK.
Yeah. I don't remember her name.
Something with a Z.
Oh, I'm bad with names.
Yeah, it was something, but they was cute. I don't know what happened.
Yo, they were so adorable. Like, I love them. They won that season.
Yeah, they won, and then they broke up. I don't know. I guess he was like cheating or something.
Yeah, it sounds.
And now he a podcaster, influencer, actor.
A lot of them in that world, they go into that. Mm-hmm. I was offered to be on one of those shows,
a reality show.
Yeah, and it was a pilot, so I guess they didn't pass.
They didn't get picked up.
Yeah, exactly. They called me everything, and they were like, "We're gonna pay for you to be here for the summer on this island." They didn't give me too much information because I guess they didn't want me to share with the public. Right. I signed these long ass contracts. It was a show about
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was called Virgin, something about being a virgin, but I wasn't a virgin, but I lied to them because they seen a clip of me talking about being a virgin.
Okay.
So they thought I was a virgin based off that clip.
Oh. Yeah. So wait, when did you lose your virginity?
It was pretty late, 20.
Okay.
But I guess they seen that video. I said like dating as a virgin.
Okay.
And then I guess she seen that video and then reached out to me. But the name of the show was like some corny shit like Virgins on an Island, like something like that.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow. That would have been cool to see you on television.
I know. But looking back at it, I was not ready for that.
Yeah, that would have been a lot.
Like, I hear people talk about horror stories of things they regret from being on reality TV. So that was probably like a blessing. Like, that show didn't get picked up. Because, I don't know. I could have been looking crazy out there.
Yeah. So how would you rate like your summer?
My summer?
Yeah.
Say a solid 6.
And why?
Because I don't know. I feel like I'm just in a stage of my life where I'm just trying to grind. Like, like a lot of people, like a lot of successful people always talk about these years where they had to like keep their head down and stay focused.
Right.
I feel like I'm in that stage
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my summers are usually stupid lit all the time. So, like, my expectations are always really high.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this past summer, it was just work.
It wasn't just work, but it was mostly work.
Mostly work. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got to see each other.
We did. That was fun.
That was with beautiful faces.
That was mad fun.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I was somehow on stage lit.
Yeah, I seen that video. I was like, yo, what the hell? When did that happen?
I left and somehow I was on stage.
Every single time I was like my brain was like, oh, where's Tia? Let me look around. You were just doing something.
I was literally running around the whole party just talking to random people. You were always
in different spots.
Yeah, different spots.
Spot you. I'm like, nah, she having a jolly
I had so much fun. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But my summer, I would rate my summer like one month was like full of like going out and drinking, and then like the last month of summer, like August, I would say was like maybe like a 3. As I literally
that's low as shit.
So June and July was like pretty lit, and then August I just like I had to calm down.
Okay.
Because I was going crazy.
Yeah.
And I had to start working again and like getting back to like the podcasting and the editing and the clips and everything else.
So what's the overall rate you said?
Like for the whole summer, maybe like a 4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's low as shit.
Yeah, because I went from 2 extremes. It went like from like an 8 to a 4. Like the beginning of the summer was like pretty high.
Okay.
And then it just went down.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. So here we are. And now we're in fall.
It makes no sense.
And it's raining really bad outside. Apparently it was a hurricane yesterday and I was in it.
Weird.
Like it was, so all the rain that we're getting is from like a hurricane.
Oh yeah.
Like down south.
In Florida.
Yeah.
They
get the worst. Okay, so have there been any like events that you have attended lately? or anything that like you want to share about your experiences past few months?
Honestly, I just been trying to create my own spaces. Like I'm tired of
Okay.
waiting. Like I hate
Yeah.
the feeling of just having to wait for something to happen. So
Mhm.
honestly, I'm just trying to like just take the materials and with my resources make something happen.
Yeah.
And I won't say specific events, but just like connecting with people through the podcast, having
Mhm.
different conversations with different people is my way of like, that's my event in my way.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I really look forward to like stuff like this. Like, when
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's raining, like nah, like
Yeah.
this shit is lit to me. Like the rain
Mhm.
is like secondary. This shit is like
Yeah.
my sunshine. Like I love it. So
No, I love that for you.
yeah. I love it here.
Just enjoy it. Just enjoy
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So has there been like what are like the types of people that reach out to you to be on the podcast?
It's mostly like it's weird because it's mostly people like me, like very like, you know, they're very, I won't say serious about life,
Yeah.
but they're very intentional about life.
Okay.
A lot of the people that reach out to me, and they just match the whole like mind over matter like message, the core message, which is like
Mhm.
manifesting your reality and using your inner world to manifest your reality. So a lot of the people I have on are very like emotionally intelligent. They're already walking in their faith, walking in their dream in a way. That's like the type of people that reach out to me.
Okay. So, has there been a time where you just like knew the person that reached out to you like didn't align with what you were trying to do?
Yo.
As I bet there has been a time.
That was literally damn.
What,
girl.
recently?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So what happened? Explain. You don't have to say the name or anything.
This is gonna be so obvious.
Oh god.
So basically, one of my episodes, I had, first of all, the person like mediating our whole like interaction,
Mhm.
the manager, was like being very like wishy washy, like, oh no, this day, oh no, that day, oh no, my fault, no, this day, and set a date. And she's like, oh, I can't come today. Da, 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 da.
Right.
So off the rip, I was just exhausted. I'm like, I don't want to like link you. But
Mhm.
the connections that person has is very like lit. Like she has emotion. So I'm like, let me give her the benefit of the doubt, whatever. Had this her client come in. First of all, she didn't tell me the other client who I was actually looking forward to speaking to, who was aligned with my purpose,
Right.
wasn't coming. So I was already blindsided. She wasn't even there to introduce us. So it was just me and that client. And then the vibe was just not there. Like I could just tell, like, I'm not saying that person's a bad person, but like it just our visions wasn't aligned.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like he was on a different timing.
So he needed to be on a different podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like I like well spoken people who can, add value
and articulate themselves.
Have good have good camera presence.
Yes.
And
energy.
This nigga on his phone the whole fucking time.
Oh my god, no. See,
the whole time. Like I paid for you. Like I paid. This is studio time. I paid for this time, and you're taking it for granted. You're playing with me.
Did you say anything?
It's okay if you didn't. Camera.
It's okay if you didn't.
I didn't, because at the end of the day, like that was my first time getting paid for podcasting.
Okay.
So I felt good. Yeah, I felt good because she ended up paying me when she came in like an hour late, which felt good. But damn,
it's the hour late.
Yeah, it was an hour late for me. But when she's like, "Oh, I could pay you an hour," but your client is on Instagram texting hoes or whatever the hell he's doing, but he was very nervous. That's why.
That's what it was. Okay, so PRs, managers, if your client isn't ready to be on camera, like y'all need to sit down with your client and prep them for situations like podcasts and interviews, because a lot of us are like doing this out of like the pure like our heart, because we love like our platform. We're trying to grow our platform, and we're paying for studio time. We're paying for you to bring your client in. And the fact that like hearing this story that this person like kind of just like disrespected you and not like giving you his like full self, is kind of hurtful to me to hear that they did that to you, because you pride yourself on like creating a space where like everyone's welcome to come, but also they should also respect you as well.
And I was in a ghost. I'm not gonna lie. I went in the bathroom for like when I seen it. Like off rip, I could tell your vibe as soon as I see you.
Yeah.
So like the nonchalantness is not cool to me. Like why do you? It's weird to me. So I pulled my engineer to the side. You know.
Well, yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm about to ghost. I'm about to like walk out. He's like, what's wrong with you? You're already here.
Yeah.
They already seen you, already said hi to them. I'm like, no, I want to ghost. Like, I want to ghost them. I don't want to do this interview. He had to talk me down. And I FaceTime my friend and she had to talk me down too. Cause I was ready to leave. I don't like have time for that. And I was right. Cause as soon as we started the interview, the nigga on his phone. So I knew my intuition was right, but I got paid. So it kind of balanced out.
One thing too. So I do like a lot of interviews with artists. I like tell them off rip, like turn the phone off, everything's off, and like as soon as you see like they're disinterested in the interview, cut it. Like I'm just like, okay, well that's it, we're done for today. Thanks for what's your name? Okay, where can they find you? Okay, interview's done. Because like you don't want to prolong an interview when you know that they're disinterested in you.
Yeah,
you know
it feels like I'm pulling teeth.
Yeah, and that's what I've learned too over time. With like interviewing these like rappers and aspiring musicians.
Their personalities be trash.
Yeah, you definitely
most of the time.
So I guess like maybe for the next time, try like speak with the lady again and be like, just make sure that they're aligned with like my mission.
I should have made that clear, like no phones from the jump.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's all a part of the learn. I'm actually glad you went through this because at some point it's better to go through it now than like later.
Yeah.
And then you're like flipping out. You're like, what the fuck? Like some people aren't at your level, you know, like as far as like with their values and their morals and like how to interact like in social situations.
I get that. That's why I wasn't even too like keen on put your phone away, because I could see he's shaking, he's nervous. Every time I asked him a question, he came and make eye contact with me. I'm like, damn, he's not media trained. But
it's okay.
It's whatever.
But I'm not media trained either. But
yes, you are. Get out of there. You got the question. You got the laptop out. You got the ring light. Like you're media trained.
Thank you. Okay, so you did so I was on your, I think it was on Instagram, I seen you posted you got on live with, was it live? I think it was live with Amanda Seales.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Talk to me about that. How did that happen?
Because we were on the podcast and you were like, who would you like to have on your podcast? I think I asked you that, and then we were just sharing who we would like and what podcast we like, and I said Amanda Seales, and then next thing you know, I just requested to be on her live and she accepted me.
Wow.
And that was like, she doesn't do that often. She was like, oh, today I'm trying something new, like I'm going to have people come on live and ask me questions they always wanted to ask me. Right. And then some guy got on before me, took mad long, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just try. And then she accepted me, and then we was chopping it up.
What was y'all talking about?
We were talking about who cloned Tyrone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, I was just telling her how I felt about the movie, like it was a little too realistic for me, so I couldn't finish it.
Yeah.
But then she was like, no, you need to finish it. That ending is the best part. Yeah. And then people were coming for me in the comments like, how the fuck she's speaking on something she didn't finish? You know the comment section.
Yo, the comment section crazy.
They were eating me up. But I didn't care. I was Amanda Seales. I was just listening to her mad mesmerized.
Yeah, it's Amanda fucking Seales.
Yeah, I know. It was cool. Yeah. She was like, DM me and tell me what you think when you finish the movie.
Oh, did you finish it?
I did finish it.
Did you DM her?
Maybe
you do that today.
I'm gonna do that.
And then ask her to be on your podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna
do that. Come to New York, be on the podcast. That'll be lit. Okay, so all right, so we
do that today.
do
it immediately,
right after this. So we have done together. We did like street interviews at Coney Island, and then you also do the sit down interviews in the podcast studio. So what do you prefer? Like, what do you like best? The outdoor interviews or the sit down?
It's both a different like vibe. Personally, I didn't do the outside enough, but I really enjoy the outside interviews. I'm just gonna say to sit down because I do it more comfortable with it. The outside interviews is like you're out to the wolves for real. Anything could happen. Like it's so unpredictable, but I like it because like it keeps me on my toes, and then like you have to have the questions like on top, ready to go. You don't have no laptop. You have a phone here or there, but like you got to be in their face, like really asking them thought-provoking questions on the spot. I love
so
it.
true.
Yeah.
When we went out to Coney Island and she asked me, she's like, "Do you have your questions ready?" And I was like, "No."
You see? I'm used to the talk down vibe. That's sit down and talk vibe. That's why.
Yeah, I feel like the street interviews are kind of just like, you can have like maybe like a generalized question, but honestly, like especially with the people that we deal with in New York, it's just like it kind of just has to be a little bit random too, and you have to be ready to like, with the next question.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned.
And you got to play off of their energy in a way. Because sometimes they don't want to talk and you could tell. And you try to like, like in the mood. Or sometimes they talking and you just try to get more out of them. Because you could see they're going to say, they could say anything right now.
Right. So yeah, that's why I like the street interviews a little bit better.
You like it better?
Yeah. I think it's more fun for me just to like wander around and like figure out what type of person I want to talk to.
I think I would enjoy that better if I did it more.
Yeah.
I would enjoy it more. Yeah.
So I had partnered with like this I was doing them they weren't street interviews, but they were like still outdoor, but they were at this event and I was chatting with just like people at OTA. And
what's OTA?
It's an event. It's called Open to All. It's for like ballroom, like they do like a mini ball and yeah. So and it's at $3 bill in Brooklyn. So I was doing it there and like I was having so much fun. And we were talking, it was like more like sex related questions and some of the things were like it was super X-rated and like the responses were just like out of this world. I was not expecting it. So ever since then, I'm like, okay, I want to keep doing the street interviews, but now it's getting cold, so I don't know. But I've done it in the past in the winter before, and it's not enjoyable. Really? Because like it's cold, and you're just standing there like
it's not cold yet.
Hey,
you got like 3 weeks left.
That is true. Maybe we'll do it. We could link up and do one.
Yeah, I want to do one in Times Square so badly.
Oh yeah, because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah. And I feel like that's easy, like that's an easy clickbait. Spot. Yeah.
And people want to be on camera in Times Square most of the time. So we could definitely do that. All right. So what would you say is your favorite platform to post on right now?
TikTok.
Yeah.
I feel like I get way more love on TikTok and it's actually genuine. Instagram is too much people watching face for me.
Yeah.
They watch face on TikTok too and don't like, but like, I don't know. I like TikTok more right now.
I like TikTok too because you can see who actually views it and be like, oh, you viewed it, but you didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're shady.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, Instagram is just like a bunch of people that I like either met or like family or stuff, and they're just like watching, but they don't interact.
Yeah, at all. They don't engage.
Yeah, so I'm just like, all right, let's take it on to TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of want to get a little personal. So how's the dating life going? How's dating in New York City for you? How's it been?
Silence is the answer.
Oh, okay.
It's been draining. It's been not fun. It's been treacherous.
Oh, no.
It's not. I'm not gonna like bash niggas and say fuck niggas and niggas ain't shit.
Right.
But like, from what I've seen, fuck niggas.
Ooh.
But like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people feel like everybody's replaceable. Everybody's just like, they don't take time to actually go through turmoil and conflict. I feel like dating in New York because they feel like they have so many options that they could just go to the next easy thing. You know, nobody really wants to like be romantic and like play the long game anymore. Everybody's just trying to get the quick. From what I've seen, my experience.
Yeah. I could agree with that. I feel like depending on the situation, I'm quick to cut it off. Yeah, like even in a turmoil situation. So I would say I am one of those people.
Quick to cut it off.
Yeah, like you do something or you say something crazy,
and nothing's wrong with that, right? Yeah. You don't want to allow certain stuff into your relationship or whatever situationship, because then you give them, that's the green light for them to just do that again. Yeah. But my thing is the conversation. At least have the conversation, Yeah. Instead of like ghosting. I'm talking mad shit, but I be ghosting too.
Oh, you do ghost?
I do ghost.
You're a ghoster. Okay.
I'm ghosting right now.
Oh, I be trying to ghost. I be trying to ghost too, but then and I get thought of the person and I text them.
Can't relate.
Yeah, that's me.
I don't know how this fucking spiritual realm work, but every time I get the thought of a person, they be hitting me up.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, too. I'm just like, ghost.
Yeah, or I like a photo on their Instagram and then they text me. I'm like, nah, that's not what it meant. I just liked your photo.
But I feel like that's you like casting out the net,
I be casting lots of nets
real
out.
Lemon. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but the dating world, I'll give it a -5.
-5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because cuddle season is.
I know it's depressing, and it's not like I can't have a roster right now, but that shit is gonna be whack.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be a good lineup.
Yeah. Well, we should definitely need to go out and like, I wouldn't say like meet guys, but like be around men that like can spend. Let's go out and we're just gonna. I know a place where we can go and we just like,
She's trying to be a trickster.
Yeah, for that night, just play that role for one night. Okay. I want to know, do you plan on staying in New York City?
Hell no. I'm packing my shit up as we speak.
Oh, are you really?
No, but I'm trying to make plans to move out. I want to go to Houston with my friend.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I feel like I've been here. I've been born and raised in New York City. But I feel like there's like this mental warfare that you have to go through while you're here, because like the summertime is always fun here. But once these seasons start rolling back in, September starts rolling back in, it always reminds me of like this just money hungry city.
Sorry.
It's been 2 colors for 2.
Now you good.
My bad.
Now you good. But yeah, New York City is just very like not good for my mental health personally.
Okay.
A lot of the times I feel like when I'm here, it's just like the people really what makes up the place. And I don't know, I just want different energy around me. Yeah, because like even if I go 2 hours away from where I live, it feels like I'm in another world.
That's true.
Yeah, like I'm tired of just waking up and being in everybody's face. Like I want like some solitude. Like I want to see like some grass in my backyard.
Yeah, I feel like everyone that like grew up in New York should definitely have some time away from New York. Whether it being living in another place for a long time or just visiting.
And Houston got like some, like some Southern charm about it. The men are different there. They actually have respect. From what I've seen, like in media or whatever.
So you've never been to Houston? Oh, so you're
gonna have to visit first. Yeah,
you definitely have to visit, and then you also have to like get a license, drive.
Yeah, I have a license already, and I drive.
So that'll be lit.
Yeah,
and then you have to get a truck because that's what they do.
A truck?
Yeah, I feel like all the people in Texas have trucks. Like I think it's.
You lived in Texas?
No,
right?
I lived in North Carolina.
Oh.
But like, I feel like that's a southern.
You ever been to Texas?
Yes, I've been to Austin.
You like it?
It was all right. I like went out like maybe when I was there for a weekend. Went out. It was fun. But I experienced some of the food. I had like Texas barbecue.
Okay, and their food is really good.
Yeah, people, the southern people, I don't know. I get like mixed vibes from them all the time. But yeah.
So I need to be around my people.
Yeah, I encourage you to just get out and go.
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
But I could also see you in LA too.
LA?
Or
Why?
West Coast. I told you why.
No, you didn't.
I'm about to tell you right now.
You didn't tell me why.
Like, I kind of did. I was like, I can see you because you insecure. You give me insecure vibes.
Oh. I didn't think that's why.
Nah, like that's why. I feel like you could be on the cast insecure.
Yeah. People always think I'm a transplant because I'm not as aggressive as other New Yorkers.
You're very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked for that though. I'm not trying to be out here. Fuck niggas, period. No.
That's good though.
Yeah. That's what I grew up around, so it's hard to rise above that.
But you did it. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. All right. One last question I have concerning I don't know if you're aware because you said earlier that you don't really pay attention to the news, but this is something that's in the news is that a lot of the migrants from South and Central America are coming to New York City and getting housing and stuff like that. And I learned that they also are living in these temporary shelters. And they're also working even though they don't have papers. They're renting out scooters and using people's Uber Eats accounts. They have to pay to use someone else's account because they can't have an official account. And they're only taking home about $500 a week. So what are your thoughts on the migrants coming to New York first? And do you feel like this affects you in any way?
No, bring them in.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what New York City was founded on, really, immigrants.
Okay. Yes.
The whole Lady Liberty, that whole concept is of immigrants coming and then they're meted by Ellis Island and Lady Liberty and all of that. So the city is built on immigrants.
Yeah.
They do the work that a lot of people don't want to do. And they're really the backbone of the city because if there was no immigrants here, you would really see that and feel that.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring them in.
Yeah. I feel like the immigrants need some type of support because I feel like since there's such an influx of them, I feel like they should be able to work and maybe give them a temporary status so they could get some type of paperwork so they can have a job, an official job, and not put themselves at risk. Because when you're working Uber Eats and you're supposed to have some type of insurance and stuff, and so say if they get into a car accident, they're not gonna be protected. You know what I'm saying?
You don't always need insurance though. Because a little hack, I used to do Uber Eats before Uber Eats was really Uber Eats. That app wasn't even fully developed when I was using it. There was a lot of ways you could get free food from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before they actually started regulating it.
Yeah.
But you don't need an insurance. What I used to do was I'll put that I'm walking. So I will get people closer to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'll just drive them. It'll be 2-minute drive. Sometimes it'll be a restaurant across the street, and I don't even need I would just grab the food and give it to somebody across the street because they were too lazy to go across the street. I'm just yeah, it's a lot of ways around certain things. You don't have to do everything by the books.
That is true, clearly, because people are using other people's Uber Eats accounts. So yeah. Wow, that was a lot.
I know. It was a lot, but it was good.
Yeah, so I want to thank you for coming on and chat with me.
Of course.
We had some technical difficulties, but you were a trooper and you stayed.
Yes, and of course. Yeah. Always. You're going to stick it through. Yeah, always.
I appreciate your energy.
And it came out fire.
Yeah, I appreciate your energy, your time, your presence. Your journey coming to my house and we doing the whole episode.
Yeah.
Any last words to people?
My last words to the people is if you're not listening, if you're not subscribed, if you didn't like this video, if you didn't show any type of love to Tia, why are you even watching? For real,
Yes.
And for those of you that are showing love, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Tia, for having me on.
Yes.
You listen to the end. I appreciate you too. You really listened to some fire content just now.
You made it all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
and beautiful. Make sure you tap in with Mind Over Matter.
Yes, go subscribe and and follow all on all platforms. All right, y'all. So this is Tia motherfucking Talks, and we is out. Later. Bye.
This show hot like the pot been cooking. Coming to your talks if you out here pushing. A&R fans and brands stay looking. You know who to call when you ready for a booking. Shorty bad, watch the way she walk. Shorty real, realest pockets in New York. In the building, Tia about to set it off.